Having made its first flight in 1979, the McDonnell Douglas MD-80 went into service with launch customer Swissair in 1980. The aircraft, which was developed from the Douglas DC-9, became affectionately known as the Mad Dog. But how did it get its nickname? The MD-80 was designed as a stretched version of the Douglas DC-9 and was originally designed as the DC-9 Super 80. It wasn't until 1983 that it would be officially renamed as the MD-80. It's a narrow-body aircraft featuring twin Pratt & Whitney turbofan engines attached to the rear of the fuselage with a distinctive T-tail. The Mad Dog nickname came not only from its MD initials, but also because it takes off like a rocket and makes a hell of a lot of noise. Unlike subsequent automated planes, the Mad Dog also needs full hands-on attention from the pilot during takeoff and landing. Another suspected reason for the nickname was the availability of a notorious cheap American wine called MD 2020. Popular with frequent drinkers, it was commonly known as Mad Dog 2020 because it gave you a mighty buzz for your money. The MD-80 grew to be a common sight across the skies as it became something of a workhorse on short-haul routes. If you lived close to an airport it served, you'd certainly be aware of it taking off. Between its maiden flight in 1979 and the end of production in 1999, McDonnell Douglas and later Boeing built and delivered 1,191 MD-80s. McDonnell Douglas had good initial orders from Europe. Launch customer Swissair ordered 15 aircraft, while Austrian Airlines took 8. However, apart from Pacific Southwest Airlines, no North American airline initially showed interest in ordering the MD-80. The main reason was that the Airline Pilots Association, ALPA, insisted that the aircraft needed a crew of 3 pilots. This was despite the fact that the FAA had approved the Super 80 with a minimum crew of a pilot and co-pilot. Before confirming its order, even Pacific Southwest Airlines had to convince its own pilots' union. Between 1977 and 1982, McDonnell Douglas had only secured orders for 109 MD-80s. However, in 1982, the company launched an inspirational sales campaign, including a world tour taking in Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. The manufacturer's persistence eventually paid off. According to Planespotters.net, American Airlines had owned 383 Mad Dogs until their final retirement on September 4, 2019. Delta, which had been the launch customer of the DC-9, ordered 165 MD-80s. Its final Mad Dog was retired on June 2nd of 2020. The MD-80 is still flying over 40 years after its launch, but you might have to travel to some far-flung places to get on board one of the iconic planes. Have you ever flown on a Mad Dog MD-80? Let us know in the comments. Did you know that we publish over 175 stories every single week on simpleflying.com? Be sure to check the link in the description for more great stories just like this. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe before you go.